God says, your soulmate's name starts with this letter. My beloved child, I need you to pause right here and quiet your heart. This message found you by divine design. Don't scroll past it or dismiss it as just another moment in your day. Stay with me to the end, because what I'm about to reveal could completely shift how you see your entire life. There's someone, a real, living person in your world who's fallen deeply, inexplicably, and uncontrollably in love with you. This isn't a passing crush or superficial spark. It's a profound, soul-stirring connection that's caught them off guard as much as it might surprise you. You have to grasp the weight of this bond because it defies all worldly logic. This person looked at you and felt a pull so powerful they couldn't fight it, even when their mind screamed to run. The key detail you need to understand? They fell for you despite the age difference. To the world, that number might seem like a wall, a reason to back off or face judgment. But to them, and in heaven's eyes, that gap simply doesn't exist. While logic whispered no, their heart roared yes, louder than any fear. If you're ready for a love that shatters logic's rules, type "I am ready to receive" in the comments right now. They tried to ignore it. In the quiet of their room, they wrestled with these feelings, telling themselves it wasn't practical, the timing was off, or society wouldn't get it. They tried distracting themselves, hoping the pull would fade. But here's the beautiful truth about divine love. The more they resisted, the stronger and more undeniable it became. You've taken root in their soul in a way fear or doubt can't uproot. God saw your pain, my dear one. He saw the nights you waited, your patience when love felt miles away, your silent prayers for something real. If this video brought hope to your soul, please consider using the Super Thanks feature to support our message. Because of your faithfulness, God allowed this connection to bloom. He sent someone who's surrendered to a love that ignores age, distance, or outside noise. When this person looks at you, they don't see a birth year or generation gap. They don't see labels or limits. They see a soul. They see a light brighter than anyone's they've known. When they look into your eyes, they find the peace they've chased their whole life. They simply see home. I want you to feel the magnitude of this. This person wasn't supposed to cross your path like this. Their life was on a different track, meant to end far from yours. But destiny's powerful, and divine intervention rerouted their steps straight to you. It was heaven's course correction. At first, they were confused. They couldn't figure out why they were drawn to you like a moth to flame, pulled by an unstoppable force. You're different from anyone they've known. It's not just your beauty, though, that's real to them. It's your spiritual power. There's an anointing on you that captivates them. When you speak, their mind's chaos quiets to a wash of calm. When you smile, they feel healed in spots they didn't know were broken. When you walk away, it's like the universe goes silent. Life's music stops until you return. If you believe you're worthy of a love that sees your soul, not just the surface, declare it by typing, "I am worthy of true love" in the comments. Let that signal the universe. This connection isn't a mistake. Hear that loud and clear. God says this is no accident or coincidence. The age gap that might worry you or them is just a cover for a deeper divine lesson. It's a classroom where you're both learning limitless love. Where the world sees impossible, heaven whispers ordained. This is love that transcends time. It's a bond proving souls don't age, they only deepen. This person is already more involved in your life spiritually than you realize. They pray for you in silence, whispering your name to God when no one else is listening. They check on your presence, looking for you in a room, or checking to see if you are active without letting anyone else know how deeply they care. In the secret theater of their mind, they are already building a life with you. They imagine a future where they are holding your hand openly, walking down the street with their head held high, not caring about what a single soul has to say about it. They know that when love is this pure, it does not need to ask for permission from the world. It just flows like a river, like destiny unfolding exactly as it should. You may have already felt the ripples of this energy. Have you had a sudden thought of them during your prayer time? Have you had a dream where they reach out to you so vivid it felt real, only for them to vanish before touching you? Perhaps a song plays the exact moment you think of them. These are not random coincidences, my child. This person's soul is calling out your name even when their mouth is shut tight. They are trying to resist the intensity of it because it frightens them. But their heart keeps choosing you over and over again, every single day. God is telling you right now to let this unfold. Do not force it. Do not rush it, and do not fear it. Just let it be. What is coming next is going to leave you breathless. For this person is reaching a breaking point where they can no longer hold this in. They are preparing to confess something to you. It might not come as a grand speech at first. It might be in the way they suddenly start caring for you, a protective energy that surrounds you when they are near, or a simple action that speaks louder than any word could. Something is about to shift in the atmosphere between you. A message, a glance, a tiny gesture. And suddenly you will know. You will realize that your souls have met before, and that you are finding each other again. In this lifetime, God is giving you a second chance to love without fear. Prepare your heart, my beloved. The connection that has defied reason, logic, and judgment is about to become undeniable. They fell in love with you not despite the years between you, but because of the soul within you. You awaken something divine in them, and soon you will see it with your own eyes. Stay faithful, for the revelation is just beginning. My beloved child, I need you to stay with me, because what is unfolding right now in the spiritual realm will make your heart tremble in the best way possible. You see, that person who has fallen so deeply for you is currently in a state of internal war. They have been trying so hard to hide these feelings, burying them beneath layers of logic and reason. They tell themselves over and over again that it is wrong, that it cannot happen, and that the obstacles are simply too high to climb. They look at the circumstances and try to convince their mind to walk away, but their soul refuses to move. Every single time they look into your eyes, and every time they hear the sound of your voice, their heart whispers a truth they can no longer silence. This is the one. They cannot explain it to their friends, and they can barely explain it to themselves. They do not understand why you, out of everyone they have ever met, have managed to reach places inside them that no one else has ever touched. It confuses them because it defies the rules they have lived by. But God knows exactly why this is happening. Listen to me carefully. This is not a random attraction. And it is not a fleeting infatuation. This connection is divine chemistry that was created in the heavens before either of you even took your first breath on this earth. If you believe that true love is written in the stars, I want you to type, "I trust the divine plan," in the comments below. Let the universe know you are open to its design. You must stop seeing the age difference as a barrier, for that is not how heaven sees it. In this sacred connection, the age gap is not a wall. It is a bridge. It is the very thing that makes your bond so rare and so potent. You carry a wisdom that their soul has been starving for, a maturity that grounds them in ways they have never experienced. In return, they carry a warmth and a vitality that your spirit has secretly longed for. Why? Oh, fit together like two pieces of a puzzle that were cut from the same wood. Every moment they spend apart from you feels like 1,000 silent heartbreaks, a quiet ache that never truly fades. There's a powerful reason your energy keeps pulling them back every time they try to walk away. And trust me, they've tried. They've met new people. They've buried themselves in work, distractions, new routines. Still, it never works. Their thoughts always circle back to you, like a ship trapped in a tide it can't outrun. You're the song playing softly in the background of their mind, a melody that lingers, haunting in the most beautiful way. At night, they lie awake, asking God, "Why do I still feel this? Why can't I let them go?" And in the stillness, the only answer echoing back is your name. You are the lesson their soul must learn. You are the healing they've been searching for. You are the chapter they can't skip and can't rewrite. Child of light, this connection wasn't sent to destroy you. It was sent to transform you both. You weren't brought together to break each other. You were brought together to build something stronger. They're learning to love beyond society's narrow labels, and you're learning to trust divine timing. But here's the truth you need to hear clearly. They're approaching a breaking point. They've reached that moment where the pain of holding back hurts more than the risk of stepping forward. The dam is about to burst, and when it does, you'll feel it. You'll sense the shift in their energy. The air around you will change before your eyes ever see proof. If you're ready to welcome this shift, type, "I am open to love" in the comments. Let your heart become an open door. They dream of a life where they no longer have to hide their feelings. A day when they can say your name out loud without lowering their voice. A day when loving you doesn't come with guilt or fear. They want to hold you without glancing over their shoulder, wondering, is this allowed? Deep down, beneath the fear, they already know this love isn't forbidden. It's blessed. When God writes a love story, no human opinion can erase it. They fell for your light, your strength, your steady calm. You healed wounds they never spoke about, pain they kept buried until your presence made it feel safe to surface. That's why they can't stop watching you. That's why they can't stop thinking about you, hoping for one more moment that brings you together. Don't look away now. The universe is already aligning things behind the scenes. Maybe you've noticed the signs. Repeating numbers like 111 or 222 appearing everywhere. Songs playing at just the right moment, carrying messages that feel meant for you. Maybe you feel an unexplained urge to check your phone seconds before their message appears. These aren't accidents. They're breadcrumbs, guiding you toward what's already unfolding. And then it will happen. Something unexpected, a message out of nowhere, a chance encounter, or a silence between you so heavy with unspoken words it says everything. It's God whispering, "Now it begins." The world may question it. Others may not understand how two souls can stay connected across time, distance, or logic. But you don't owe anyone an explanation. This connection isn't for an audience. It's sacred, and it's yours. Soon, very soon, they'll show you what your heart has known all along. Love isn't measured by time. It's measured by truth. So stay grounded, stay open, stay faithful. Something life-changing, something heaven-approved, is about to reveal itself. If you claim this divine union, write I claim my destiny in the comments below. Don't skip this part. You're stepping into the moment where everything finally starts to make sense. That person, the one your heart simply cannot forget, no matter how much time passes, is reaching their absolute breaking point. Their soul has become too full of you to remain silent any longer. They can no longer hide what heaven has already exposed to the light. They have tried everything to suppress this. They have tried silence. They have tried denial, and they have tried to convince themselves it was just a phase. But none of it has worked. Now, every sign, every dream, and every divine whisper they hear is pointing them straight back to you like a compass finding true north. They are starting to see you everywhere they go. They see your face in the crowds. They hear your name in the conversations of strangers, and they feel your presence in empty rooms. Even when they actively try to move forward with their life, destiny keeps gently pulling them back to your name. Listen closely to me. This is not a coincidence, and you are not imagining it. This is divine synchronization at work. Every single thought they have of you is actually a spiritual message being delivered straight from their soul to yours. When they hear your name, their heartbeat physically shifts. When they dream of you, it feels more real than their waking life. If you believe that your connection is divinely guided, type, "I trust the signs" in the comments. Let the universe know you are listening. When they see something that reminds them of you, their chest tightens with a beautiful ache, because deep down, they know the truth. They have fallen in love with you beyond any logical explanation. God is telling you right now that this connection carries a massive purpose. You were never supposed to be just ordinary lovers or a fleeting romance. You were meant to be mirrors for one another, reflections that awaken the divine potential sleeping within each other. That age gap that worries the world, it is merely an illusion, a test meant to measure your courage, not to stop your love. It is there to prove to you both that divine bonds transcend earthly labels and timelines. This person has finally realized this truth. They have stopped asking God, "Why them?" and have started asking, "How do I get closer to them?" My dear one, you might not know this yet because they hide it so well. But this person watches you silently, in total admiration and awe. When you smile, something deep inside their spirit heals. When you distance yourself, they feel completely lost. They try to act fine on the surface, but their spirit trembles every time you pull away. They replay moments in their head. Your laughter, your specific choice of words, your calming presence, because every fragment of you feels sacred to them. They have already chosen you in their heart, even if they haven't said it with their lips yet. But listen carefully, because this is where things change. This person is about to act differently. The distance they placed between you, the hesitation that held them back, and the fear of judgment, it is all melting away. God is whispering to their heart, right now is the time. You should expect messages that feel unusual or out of character, unexpected meetings that seem random but are perfectly timed, and emotions that feel impossible to contain. This person is preparing to do something bold, something that will prove once and for all what they feel. Because when love is truly divine, it cannot stay silent forever. This isn't a fantasy you have built in your head. It is a prophecy. You both were written in the same spiritual script, long before you ever met. Every challenge you faced, every frustrating delay, and every moment of confusion was all preparation for this realization. They fell in love with your patience, your purity, and your strength. But most of all, they fell in love with your soul. Now they are ready to show the world that love doesn't ask for permission. It only asks for faith. Stay with me because this connection is not ending in silence. It is transforming right now into something visible, something blessed, and something that will make others wonder how you defied every odd to find each other. The answer will be simple. God wrote it that way. The moment is approaching where heaven turns the impossible into reality. That person who has been silently loving you, suppressing every emotion, is finally surrendering. Their heart has reached a point where the weight of silence feels heavier than the risk of truth. They can't carry this secret any longer. Something inside them has shifted for good. They don't care what people might say anymore. The only thing they fear now is losing the one soul that feels like home. If you're ready to be chosen and cherished, write, "I am ready for love" in the comments below. They've been receiving signs too, just like you. They see your initials in random places. They hear your name in passing conversations. They wake up in the middle of the night with a deep, undeniable sense that your soul is calling theirs. This isn't obsession. It's divine recognition. When two souls are meant for each other, they vibrate on the same frequency, even in silence. They tried to ignore it, but every time they close their eyes, your face appears. Not only in dreams, but in visions that feel guided by God Himself. What happens next may surprise you, my dear one. God is whispering, "The wait is over." This person is about to take a step they've never taken before. A leap of faith that will change everything. They will reach out, maybe through a message that seems small, casual, even unexpected. Don't be fooled. Behind those simple words is a storm of emotion. Their hands may tremble as they type. Their heart will race when they press send. But they'll do it because heaven is giving them the courage they once lacked. And when that message arrives, you'll know instantly, this isn't random. It's divine timing. There was a time when they believed you were too different, too distant, too impossible to hold on to. Now they see clearly. They see you as a gift wrapped in God's grace, a soul shining with a light they can't find anywhere else. What once seemed like obstacles now feel insignificant. What connects you matters more than anything that separates you. And that bond is unbreakable. You've felt their energy lately, haven't you? That sudden warmth in your chest, that unexplained rush in your heart. That's their soul thinking of your reaching for you, across distance and time. Right now, they're praying for a sign that it's safe to step closer. God is removing obstacles, clearing confusion, guiding them toward you one step at a time. They'll begin to speak from the heart, words that sound simple but carry depth you can feel. The angels are already preparing the encounter. It may happen in an ordinary place you visit often, a random call, an unexpected reunion. But the atmosphere will feel different still, glowing, sacred. Time will seem to slow down. Your souls will recognize each other instantly. You'll feel peace. They'll feel home. In the quiet between your heartbeats, you'll understand this was never coincidence. It was divine design. They felt God in your presence. They saw healing in your smile. And now nothing can stop what heaven has already approved. Beloved, don't turn away. This is the confirmation your soul has been waiting for. The season of waiting is ending. The season of revelation has begun. You felt it, haven't you? That magnetic pull in your chest. That sudden wave of peace with no logical explanation. That's not imagination. It's the universe aligning two divine paths, yours and theirs. into one shared destiny. The one who loved you when the world called it impossible now understands this connection is anything but ordinary. It's destiny wrapped in patience and divine timing. God says the signs are already around you, especially in the numbers you keep seeing. Have you noticed 11, 111, 22, or 55 appearing again and again? These aren't random digits. They're divine signals. Messages from heaven whispering, "Stay ready. The moment is near." You may start seeing their name in unexpected places, hearing their favorite song just as you're thinking about them. None of it is accidental. Every detail is heaven's way of saying, "It's unfolding now." This person is going through a powerful spiritual awakening. Their restlessness isn't confusion, it's a calling. They're being drawn home, to you. They're questioning their choices, their relationships, their priorities, because they can't find real peace anywhere except in the thought of you. This is not an obsession. It is recognition, for their soul remembers yours from a time before this life. Soon they will stop resisting what God has been showing them, that love does not need logic to be real. It only needs truth. The age gap that once felt like a thick wall is now transforming into a doorway. You have realized something powerful. Your maturity, your light, and your calmness bring a healing to their heart that they cannot find in anyone their own age. And your heart, though strong and guarded, feels safe around them in ways you cannot explain. That balance, that magnetic bond, isn't man-made. It is heaven-sent. The angels are moving behind the scenes right now, orchestrating encounters and aligning moments that will feel too perfect to be random. It may happen in a single fleeting moment, a message from them that carries deep emotion hidden between the lines. A glance that lasts just a second longer than usual, or a conversation that suddenly feels different. When it happens, your soul will whisper, "This is it." God says that when they come forward, you must not let fear speak louder than love. This connection was never meant to fit inside normal definitions. It was meant to inspire faith and show that divine love doesn't ask for proof. It asks for trust. You have changed their understanding of love from something fleeting to something eternal. Soon you will see them move differently around you. Their eyes will soften when they look at you. Their tone will carry a new warmth, and their silence will speak volumes. You won't need them to say, "I love you," to know it is true. You will feel it in the way they act, in the way they protect your peace, and in the way they finally choose you without hesitation. This person is standing on the edge of a divine confession. Their soul can no longer contain the truth. They are tired of pretending, tired of running, and tired of acting like what they feel for you is ordinary. It is sacred, and the time for silence is over. They have been restless, losing sleep and replaying memories of you, their heart racing every time they think of your face. They tried to reason it out to convince themselves it was just a phase, but their spirit knows better. The peace they feel when you are near is divine recognition. God says the truth is rising to the surface. Every fear that once stopped them, judgment, doubt, hesitation, is fading away because they no longer care what others think. They only care about not losing you. When they see you again, even from a distance, their soul will tremble, and the emotions they have buried will rise like a flood. No matter how much they try to stay composed, their eyes will betray the truth. For eyes never lie when the heart speaks first. You will see the softness, the longing, and the surrender that says, "I still love you. I never stopped." This is not just romance. This is restoration. God is restoring what distance, fear, and confusion once broke, aligning every event to bring both hearts to the same page. They will come forward not with grand gestures, but with truth, raw, trembling, and real. Because that is what divine love looks like. Honest, imperfect, but destined. You will recognize their return through peace. There will be no chaos or confusion, just a calm energy that feels like home. After their confession, something in the air will change. The energy around you will shift to become lighter, purer, and magnetic. You will feel peace where there used to be confusion, and warmth where there used to be an ache. The angels are whispering, "It is done." You will see blessings start to multiply in both your lives. Doors that were once closed will fly open, and opportunities will appear as if from nowhere. Even people who once doubted this connection will sense something divine in it. For when God blesses a union, no force on earth can interfere. Heaven didn't bring this person into your life to test you, but to complete you. The age difference was never meant to separate you. It was meant to protect the timing, because you weren't ready before, and neither were they. But now both of you are exactly where God needs you to be. This love won't be loud. It will be still, safe, and powerful. You won't have to chase it. You will simply rest in it. Their presence will feel like sunlight on a winter morning, gentle, consistent, and warm. And when they hold you, it will feel like the whole universe exhales in relief because two halves have finally found their whole. This is your divine confirmation. The one who fell in love with you, despite every difference, wasn't rebelling against reason. They were answering heaven's call. And now heaven is answering yours. What comes next is not just a union. It is a purpose. You are two souls, chosen not just to love each other, but to heal others through the light you carry together. Your story isn't ending, my child. It is just beginning. Written by God, witnessed by angels, and sealed in eternity. If this message has confirmed the truth in your spirit and you are ready for this new chapter of divine love, I invite you to join our family by subscribing to the channel. By subscribing, you ensure that you stay connected to these prophetic words and never miss the guidance meant for your journey. Click that subscribe button now and let us walk together into the miracle that is waiting for you. You are loved beyond measure.